The automotive market is in the midst of a dramatic transformation, and the proof is sitting on dealer lots across America. While most vehicles are taking 50 to 60 days to sell, with some languishing for over 120 days, an elite group of cars and SUVs are flying off lots so fast that dealers can't keep them in stock. These vehicles aren't just selling quickly. They're creating wait lists, bidding wars, and in some cases, dealer markups that haven't been seen since the height of the pandemic. The Volkswagen ID.4 is disappearing in just 6 days after hitting dealer lots, a virtually unprecedented turnaround time in today's challenging market. The Toyota Highlander and Hyundai Ioniq 5 are gone within 25 days, less than half the industry average, and the Toyota Sienna, despite costing $52,000, is selling in just 33 days despite minimal discounting. What makes these 10 vehicles so desirable that buyers are scrambling to purchase them while similar models sit unsold for months? Why has Toyota captured 5 spots on this list when most manufacturers are struggling to move inventory? And what does this tell us about where the automotive market is headed as we close out 2025? The answers reveal a fundamental shift in what today's consumers value, and it's not what most industry experts predicted even a year ago. While many automotive analysts forecasted a race to the bottom on price, these fast-selling vehicles tell a completely different story. One that has manufacturers scrambling to adapt before they're left behind. Most people assume cars sell quickly because they're cheap, heavily discounted, or offering special financing deals. But what's happening with these 10 vehicles defies conventional wisdom about the automotive market. The twist: nearly every vehicle on this list is selling at or above MSRP with minimal incentives. These aren't bargain models being cleared out with desperate discounting. They're premium products commanding premium prices and still selling faster than anything else on the market. What we're seeing isn't about price at all, explains automotive analyst Sarah Johnson. It's about specific value propositions that have become dramatically more important to today's buyers. These 10 vehicles aren't necessarily the cheapest or flashiest in their segments, but they all deliver on attributes that have become non-negotiable for a growing segment of consumers. The data reveals patterns that contradict what many dealers and manufacturers still believe about the market. While conventional wisdom suggests fuel economy and affordability should be driving quick sales in today's economy, 7 of the 10 fastest-selling vehicles have starting prices above $50,000. And the single fastest-selling vehicle, the Volkswagen ID.4, is an electric SUV that requires home charging infrastructure. But the real insight isn't just which vehicles are selling fastest, it's why they're selling so quickly and what it reveals about the rapid evolution of consumer priorities. Because the factors driving these sales aren't temporary trends, they're accelerating shifts that could leave unprepared manufacturers with lots full of unsellable inventory. What exactly makes these 10 vehicles so desirable that they're selling 2 to 3 times faster than the industry average? Let's analyze each model to uncover the patterns driving their exceptional market performance. 1. Volkswagen ID.4. 6 days on market. The Volkswagen ID.4 stands as the absolute fastest-selling vehicle in America, averaging just 6 days on dealer lots before being purchased. In October 2025 alone, Volkswagen sold 7,565 ID.4s, with demand indicators suggesting they could have sold thousands more if production allowed. The ID.4's market dominance reveals a fundamental shift in the electric vehicle landscape, explains EV market specialist Robert Chen. Early EVs sold on novelty and environmental credentials. Today's EVs need to deliver on practicality, value, and ownership experience. The ID.4 perfectly balances these elements while hitting a sweet spot in size and price. The 2025 ID.4's exceptional market performance stems from Volkswagen's major mid-cycle update that addressed previous shortcomings. The refreshed model features substantially improved charging speeds, now supporting up to 275 kilowatts at DC fast chargers, allowing a 10 to 80% charge in just 22 minutes. This improvement eliminates the charging anxiety that has prevented many consumers from considering EVs. Equally important is Volkswagen's decision to price the ID.4 aggressively at approximately $50,000 while packing it with standard features that remain options on competitors. The balance of range, charging speed, interior space, and value proposition has created demand that far outstrips supply. What's particularly notable is that ID.4 buyers aren't primarily previous EV owners. Chen continues, dealer data shows over 70% are transitioning directly from conventional gasoline vehicles, often trading in 3 to 5-year-old Toyota RAV4s and Honda CR-Vs. This represents the early mainstream adoption of electric vehicles beyond early enthusiasts. The ID.4's market performance signals a turning point in EV adoption, suggesting the technology has crossed the chasm from early adopters to early majority consumers, a critical transition that previous EV models struggled to achieve. 2. Toyota Highlander, 25 days on market. The Toyota Highlander is moving off lots in just 25 days despite a $50,000 price tag and production numbers approaching 10,000 units monthly. This midsize SUV's exceptional sales velocity reveals another critical market trend: the premium placed on proven reliability and resale value retention. The Highlander exemplifies what we're calling flight to quality in the current market, explains automotive industry analyst Michael Williams. Economic uncertainty has made consumers highly risk-averse. They're prioritizing vehicles with established reliability records and strong resale value projection, even if that means paying premium prices up front. Toyota's reputation for building vehicles that maintain both mechanical integrity and value over time has become an even stronger selling point in today's uncertain economic climate. The Highlander, with its history of exceptional reliability and industry-leading resale value retention, represents a safer financial bet than competitors offering more features for the same price but less proven longevity. We're seeing Highlander buyers keeping their vehicles longer than the industry average, Williams continues. The purchase decision is increasingly being made with a 7 to 10-year ownership horizon rather than the 3 to 4 years that was common during the easy credit era. This fundamentally changes what features and attributes matter most. The Highlander's hybrid powertrain option, which accounts for nearly 60% of total sales, further strengthens its value proposition by offering significantly lower operating costs over extended ownership periods. With fuel efficiency approximately double that of similarly sized conventional SUVs, the lifetime operating cost advantage becomes substantial when viewed through the lens of longer ownership periods. This combination of proven reliability, strong resale value, and lower operating costs creates a compelling value proposition that transcends the initial $50,000 purchase price, making the Highlander a rational choice for financially prudent consumers planning extended ownership. 3. Hyundai Ioniq 5, 25 days on market. The Hyundai Ioniq 5 matches the Toyota Highlander's impressive 25-day selling speed despite a similar $51,000 price point and nearly 10,000 monthly units. This electric crossover's exceptional market performance reveals yet another critical trend: the growing importance of distinctive design and user experience. The Ioniq 5 demonstrates that distinctive, even polarizing design is becoming a major market advantage, explains design trend analyst Jennifer Adams. In a sea of increasingly homogeneous vehicles, the Ioniq 5's retro-futuristic styling makes an unmistakable statement. It's instantly recognizable, something consumers increasingly value in an age of automotive visual conformity. Beyond its standout styling, the Ioniq 5 delivers a user experience distinctly different from conventional vehicles. Its flat floor creates a living room-like interior space. Its 800-volt electrical architecture enables charging speeds among the fastest available in any consumer EV. And its vehicle-to-load functionality allows it to power external devices, including other EVs, a feature that has created substantial word-of-mouth marketing. What's particularly interesting about the Ioniq 5's market performance is that it's attracting buyers who previously showed no interest in electric vehicles. Adams continues, our data shows that over 50% of Ioniq 5 buyers weren't specifically shopping for an EV. They were drawn to the vehicle's distinctive design and features, with the electric powertrain being a secondary consideration. This represents a critical evolution in EV marketing, moving from selling the technology itself to selling a superior user experience that happens to be electric. The Ioniq 5's success suggests that distinctive design and user-focused features may be more effective at driving EV adoption than focusing on the environmental or technological aspects of electrification. 4. Toyota Sienna, 33 days on market. The Toyota Sienna's 33-day selling speed is perhaps the most surprising entry on this list, as minivans have been a declining segment for years. Yet Toyota sold over 12,000 Siennas in October alone, with demand indicators suggesting they could sell substantially more if production constraints were resolved. The Sienna's market strength reveals a counterintuitive trend we're calling pragmatic premium, explains family vehicle specialist Thomas Rodriguez. As vehicle prices have increased across all segments, the functional advantages of minivans, interior space, ease of access, seating flexibility, have become more compelling compared to similarly priced but less practical SUVs. The current Sienna's hybrid-only powertrain, delivering over 35 miles per gallon in real-world driving, creates a compelling value proposition for families putting significant annual mileage on their vehicles. This efficiency advantage becomes increasingly meaningful at higher fuel prices and over longer ownership periods. What's particularly notable is the demographic shift in Sienna buyers, Rodriguez continues. The traditional minivan buyer was value-focused and often budget-constrained. Today's Sienna buyer has a household income averaging over $125,000 and is choosing the minivan over premium SUVs not because of price constraints, but because of functional superiority. This shift toward pragmatic premium purchasing represents a significant market evolution. As vehicles in all categories have become more expensive, practical considerations like interior space, fuel efficiency, and functional design have gained importance relative to image or status concerns. The Sienna's success suggests that substantial market opportunity exists for manufacturers willing to prioritize practical excellence over styling trends. 5 to 6. Toyota Corolla and Camry, 33 days on market. The Toyota Corolla and Camry, selling at remarkable volumes of over 24,000 and 41,000 units respectively in October alone, both averaged just 33 days on dealer lots despite being among the most abundant vehicles in the market. The Corolla and Camry's exceptional market performance, despite their massive production volumes, reveals perhaps the most important trend of all: the dramatic prioritization of long-term value over initial purchase price, explains automotive economist Robert Wilson. These vehicles aren't the cheapest, flashiest, or most feature-laden in their segments. What they offer instead is Toyota's legendary reliability record, class-leading resale value retention, and lower total cost of ownership over the long term. In an economic environment marked by inflation concerns and economic uncertainty, these attributes have become significantly more important to consumers. The average new vehicle loan now extends nearly 72 months, making long-term reliability and value retention more critical than ever before. What's particularly striking is that both the Corolla and Camry command price premiums over direct competitors, Wilson continues. The average transaction price for a Corolla is now over $25,000, while the Camry averages $35,000. These aren't bargain purchases. They're deliberate investments in vehicles with proven long-term value propositions. The hybrid variants of both models, which now account for over 40% of total sales, further strengthen this value proposition by offering significantly lower operating costs over the vehicle's lifespan. The hybrid powertrain's durability reputation, established through decades of taxi and fleet use, also contributes to buyer confidence in long-term reliability. This market performance suggests that manufacturers focusing solely on initial price point or maximum feature content may be misaligned with evolving consumer priorities. The willingness to pay premium prices for vehicles with established reliability and value retention indicates a fundamental shift in how consumers evaluate automotive purchases in today's economic climate. 7. Porsche 911, 33 days on market. The Porsche 911's presence on this list, with an average selling time of just 33 days, despite its $215,000 average price, reveals yet another significant market trend: the polarization of the automotive market between pragmatic and passion purchases. The 911's exceptional market velocity, despite limited production and premium pricing, demonstrates the barbell effect we're seeing across the market, explains luxury vehicle analyst James Martinez. Consumers are increasingly gravitating toward either highly pragmatic vehicles with strong value propositions or emotional purchases that deliver exceptional experiences. The middle ground of moderately premium vehicles without strong pragmatic or emotional attributes is being squeezed from both directions. The 911 represents perhaps the ultimate emotional automotive purchase, a vehicle with distinctive driving characteristics that cannot be replicated by more mainstream sports cars. Its rear-engine layout, unique handling characteristics, and motorsport heritage create an ownership experience that transcends transportation. What's particularly interesting about current 911 buyers is that many are making their first premium sports car purchase later in life than historical patterns would suggest, Martinez continues. The average new 911 buyer is now in their mid-50s rather than early 40s as was common a decade ago. These are often buyers who deferred aspirational purchases during their career-building years and are now prioritizing experiences over abstract wealth accumulation. This trend toward experience-focused purchasing extends beyond the luxury sports car segment, suggesting broader market opportunities for vehicles that deliver distinctive experiences rather than merely competitive specifications or features. The 911's success demonstrates that significant market demand exists for vehicles that prioritize driver engagement and emotional connection, even at premium price points. 8 to 10. Lexus GX, RX, and NX Hybrid, 34 to 37 days on market. The Lexus GX, RX, and NX Hybrid complete our list of fastest-selling vehicles, all averaging between 34 and 37 days on dealer lots. Their presence reveals the final critical trend, the premium placed on practical luxury in today's market. The exceptional market performance of Lexus SUVs reveals how the definition of luxury has evolved, explains premium market analyst Sarah Thompson. Traditional luxury was defined by exclusivity, conspicuous features, and status signaling. Today's luxury consumers increasingly prioritize what we call practical luxury, vehicles that deliver premium experiences while maintaining rational value propositions. The Lexus lineup exemplifies this approach, combining upscale materials and refined driving experiences with Toyota's underlying engineering reputation for durability and value retention. This combination creates vehicles that feel appropriately premium while avoiding the significant depreciation and reliability concerns that plague many European luxury competitors. The GX is particularly noteworthy as it maintains a body-on-frame construction and mechanical simplicity that contrasts with competitors' increasing complexity, Thompson continues. Its $80,000 price point hasn't deterred buyers seeking a vehicle that balances luxury appointments with proven mechanical durability and genuine off-road capability. The NX Hybrid's strong performance demonstrates the growing appeal of electrified luxury vehicles that deliver both premium experiences and reduced operating costs. With its combined 39 miles per gallon efficiency, the NX Hybrid offers substantially lower fuel costs than conventional alternatives while maintaining the refinement expected in the luxury segment. What unites these Lexus models is their balance of emotional and rational purchase factors, explains Thompson. They deliver the premium experience luxury buyers expect while avoiding the extreme depreciation and reliability concerns that have traditionally been considered the cost of luxury. This practical luxury approach is resonating strongly with today's more financially conscious premium buyers. These 10 fastest-selling vehicles aren't just market anomalies, they reveal fundamental shifts in consumer priorities that have profound implications for the entire automotive industry. Manufacturers who fail to recognize and adapt to these evolving preferences face existential risks in a market increasingly divided between winners and losers. What we're witnessing is the most rapid evolution of consumer preferences in the automotive market since the post-recession period of 2008, explains industry analyst Jennifer Roberts. The combination of economic uncertainty, extended loan terms, and rapidly evolving technology has created a perfect storm that's completely reshaping what consumers value in their vehicles. The implications extend far beyond the models on our fastest-selling list. These vehicles represent archetypes that are succeeding precisely because they align with emerging consumer priorities: proven reliability, long-term value retention, distinctive design, pragmatic functionality, and rational luxury. Conversely, vehicles that fail to deliver on these priorities are increasingly struggling in the marketplace. Models primarily competing on maximum features for minimum price, moderate premium positioning without distinctive attributes, or traditional luxury focusing on status over substance are seeing dramatically longer selling periods and requiring substantial incentives to move inventory. The stakes for manufacturers couldn't be higher, explains automotive industry consultant Michael Chen. Production planning cycles require years of lead time, meaning companies must accurately predict consumer priorities 3 to 5 years in advance. Those who misread these evolving preferences can find themselves with billions invested in products consumers no longer value. This challenge is particularly acute for brands caught in the disappearing middle of the market, neither offering the rational value proposition of Toyota nor the emotional experience of Porsche. These brands face the prospect of competing solely on price in a market increasingly willing to pay premiums for the right attributes. We're already seeing this polarization play out in manufacturer financial performance, Chen continues. Companies aligned with these emerging priorities are maintaining pricing power and profitability despite challenging economic conditions. Those misaligned are facing margin compression, inventory backlogs, and deteriorating financial positions that threaten their long-term viability. The data suggests we've entered a winner-take-all period in the automotive market, with successful models capturing disproportionate share while others struggle to maintain relevance. The 10 vehicles on our fastest-selling list collectively account for over 105,000 sales in October alone, approximately 8% of the entire U.S. new vehicle market concentrated in just 10 models. For consumers, this market evolution creates both opportunities and challenges. Those seeking vehicles aligned with emerging priorities, like the 10 on our fastest-selling list, face limited inventory, minimal discounting, and in some cases, dealer markups. Those open to vehicles that don't align with these priorities can find unprecedented discounts as manufacturers and dealers attempt to move less desirable inventory. We're advising clients to think carefully about where their vehicle preferences fall relative to these market trends, explains automotive purchasing consultant Thomas Williams. If you're interested in one of these hot models, be prepared to move quickly and possibly pay a premium. If you're flexible and prioritize value, look at models that don't align with current trends but still meet your needs. The discounts available can be substantial. The stakes extend beyond individual purchasing decisions to the very structure of the automotive industry. As consumer preferences continue evolving, brands that fail to adapt risk marginalization or even extinction in an increasingly competitive and consolidated market.